I put a question out on Twitter last night asking if Chicago wins in LA this upcoming Sunday, making 3 of their last 4 games wins, and you're 3-5 entering the trade deadline, should the Chicago Bears be buyers or sellers? And as you can see on the screen, everyone is on the train to be a buyer. I have 3 people that the Chicago Bears could be looking at for this upcoming trade deadline. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. Today, I am going to jump into 3 trade candidates that could be coming to the Chicago Bears if Ryan Poles wanted to help improve the defense. Before I begin, please like this video and put your thoughts in the comment section below about what you want the Chicago Bears to do at the deadline. So, who am I going to go after? We still need pressure on the defensive line. Bears are not getting after the quarterback at an ideal level. Yes, better than last year, but they still need more help. There are a lot of teams that are actually shopping around defensive edges and linemen overall during this trade deadline. And money or trade capital always talk in today's day and age. There are 3 guys I'm going to hit on that Chicago's need to fill in on the defensive side of the ball. We're going to address the offensive line in the draft. I'm not worried about that. We also have Justin Fields and Tyson Bagent, who seem to be making opportunities for themselves. And there aren't a lot of defensive edges that I'm like, wow, I want to use a top 5 pick on. And I'm all in for Marvin Harrison Jr., so that's not a defensive lineman either, nor do we have to worry about a receiver in this trade deadline. So the 3 guys that I want. First guy I'm going to talk about is Chase Young, edge from the Washington Commanders, followed by Montez Sweat, edge also for the Washington Commanders, and then Carl Lawson, edge from the New York Jets, my wild card pick. Let's start with Chase Young. The edge was a target for the Chicago Bears this past preseason, but Ryan Poles went inside Yannick Ngakoue instead, and who knows if Chase Young was even in the conversation. But now, he is a trade deadline target now that the Washington Commanders aren't doing what they want to do, looking to potentially rebuild, and they are listening to offers. They're also willing to sign him and Sweat to a long-term offer before the next team takes him on, helping with luxury tax issues. The 6'5", 264-pound edge is a monster out of The Ohio State University and would be a great addition to this team. So far this season, he has 14 total tackles, 5 sacks, 9 quarterback hits, and 6 tackles for loss, along with a pass deflection. Not terrible at all, currently on pace for over 30 tackles, 10.5 sacks, 20 quarterback hits, and 14 tackles for loss. I would take that, but it's going to take a good price for Young, as he is on the last year of his rookie contract, and he has been turning it back on after coming back from an injury last season. Chicago has an extra second rounder this year from the Carolina Panthers. A lot of people forget about, and honestly, I'd do that straight up for Chase Young. Established talent, great player, and like I said, not a lot of people in the draft that I'm super excited about. Already developed. We don't have to worry about that type of time and instant impact for this team that is on the upswing. The next guy I'm going to talk about potentially trading for is Montez Sweat, another edge from Washington that could be on the market according to the Commanders. And the same deal applies to him as well, like Chase Young. He is a monster of a man at 6'6", 262 pounds, very fast, explosive, and gets to the backfield quickly. Having a nice year so far with 27 total tackles, 5.5 sacks, 10 quarterback hits, and 8 tackles for loss. Hell, I would take him too. Maybe for a second or a third, who knows, but Ryan Poles is definitely going to keep these 2 on his radar. And then my wild card pick, Carl Lawson, a total low risk, high reward trade. Not trading the 32nd overall pick like Chase Claypool. This guy has similar type vibes to him, and I would trade a 6 for him. Why? Because a 6-year man out of Auburn isn't doing that much for the Jets at the moment. In fact, nothing. New York could be looking to get anything for him at the moment. Last year, he had a career year with the Jets, though. 17 games, 17 starts with 7 sacks, 33 total tackles, 24 quarterback hits, and 9 tackles for loss. I think he might need a fresh start as well. Maybe what could kickstart his career again. Give him a 7th, give him a 6, even trade Miami's. Who cares? Again, low risk, high reward. Those are 3 trades I think could make an immediate impact for the Chicago Bears. Let your thoughts be put into the comment section. Would love to talk with you guys about it. But with that, thank you very much for joining this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde, and as always, bear down, baby.